drift, son. Do you see the way things really are? I'll have the best barbecue in the state. And if I'm elected the governor, I promise all of you free sauce in every pot. Trying to make a fool out of me? What do you think I am, crazy? I get them all.
Okay, ready for another Tales from the Goof Side? Season 1, Episode 18, If the Shoe Fits. You know, usually I try to do some type of summary on the episode so people kind of know what it's about, but there's not really much summary to get here. It's a one-room location for 90% of the episode, then we get a low-budget carnival, and it's about a guy named Bo Gumbs who's running for governor. He slowly turns into a clown. Now, this guy has absolutely no platform. All he says is that he's selling happiness. That's what people want. People want a politician who's really, really happy and who's going to brighten up their day. They don't care about policy whatsoever. So he does this the entire episode, and I really think this already is not a very good idea. It's not a Tales from the Dark Side. That's pretty painfully obvious. But it wouldn't even be a good Amazing Stories or Goosebumps episode either. Since he has no platform, since they're not taking shots at the left or the right, he basically just does the same thing the entire episode. Their political commentary falls flat because they don't really have any, outside of the fact that this guy turns into a clown. He already doesn't have a platform. He already admits he doesn't have a platform, and that he doesn't care about taxes, he doesn't care about regulation, he doesn't care about anything. So any political commentary they could have doesn't exist. They're not making fun of politicians from the 80s. He's not really a celebrity, so it's not even like a Reagan situation or anything like that. It falls completely flat. It's already a bad idea. A Tales from the Dark Side where a politician turns into a clown, that's a bad idea. But okay, put in some political commentary, explain what his policies are that's making him turn into a clown, explain how he's like scamming people, maybe he's lying to people and saying he's going to cut their taxes and he doesn't, or, you know, we do see him a little bit in this episode be a phony, kind of. But he already has no platform, as I mentioned before, so it's kind of hard for him to be a phony. Like, he's hitting on this kind of overweight woman and does this goofy dance with her. So it's not even a missed opportunity. There wasn't much of an opportunity here to begin with, and it completely misses any type of political commentary it could give. It does seem like a lot of shows in the 80s, and certainly Tales from the Dark Side, remain apolitical, so I think they would find it too polarizing to take a stance on Republicans or the Democrats. But I don't know, do something. They do absolutely nothing in this episode. And he's not very funny either. He just dances around in a goofy way. There's not really any funny jokes. Seeing him just kind of put on clown suits, you already get the joke from the first minute. Nothing progresses. This is a waste of 22 minutes, and I think the worst episode so far. Is there a redeeming quality? Not really. You do get to see a carnival at the end for about 2 minutes. That's the only thing that could be considered slightly good, yet it's still getting a 1 out of 10. You're not going to tack on a carnival for 2 minutes and get a 2. What an embarrassment. And this one holds a nice 4.5 on IMDb, which it's pretty hard to get a 4.5 on IMDb. They have a weird system where they kind of weight 1s and 9s differently. So if something gets a bunch of 1s, it doesn't automatically get a 1 on IMDb. Same thing if something gets a bunch of 9s. So getting a 4.5 is quite difficult. So good job If the Shoe Fits. The only comparison I can come up with, and I really doubt it's talking about this campaign, but it's a possibility, is the lead singer of the good punk band, but kind of a crazy person, Dead Kennedys, Jello Biafra, ran for mayor of San Francisco in 1979, and he had, unlike Gumbs, he had a platform, but it was a crazy one, that included forcing businessmen to wear clown suits, erecting statues of Dan White, who assassinated 2 people, and a citywide ban on cars in San Francisco in 1979. Genius platform, Jello Biafra. Stick to music, which luckily he did for a little while. So, yeah. Dick Shawn played the wannabe governor, Bo Gumbs, in this episode, and he actually was a really talented comedian. I guess you could say his talents were not utilized in this episode. The writing was just terrible. He tried his best, but he did not save this. But he was a comedian that was on all the late night variety talk shows of the 50s and 60s, Tonight Show, The Kraft Music Hall, Eddie Fisher Show, Dinah Shore Chevy Show, Dinah Shore Chevy Show. I thought it was a Dinah Shore Show. Nope, Dinah Shore Chevy Show. Jimmy Dean, and he was also in It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, But where I know him from is, of course, his performance in The Producers, which is really hilarious. It's still hilarious to this day, where he plays the character LSD, and he's a hippie who just wants to spread love.
I give it to the landlord when the rent comes around. He throws it in the toilet and he flush it down. Love power.
I feel the love power too. Next up is episode 19 of season 1, Levitation, about a magician who used to know how to make people levitate. Check out our playlist, and we're almost done season 1.
Love power. I'm talking about love power. The power of a sweet flower is gonna rule the